Somewhere along the way, I lost a step, got sloppy, dulled my own edge. Maybe I went and did the worst crime of all. I got civilized. So now we zero the clock. Gotta find the animal side again. That was Riddick. Chronicles of Riddick. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the stream. Sahaf.com. My name is Yagami and I'll be back with you in a tiny bit. Usama says, "Hi, Sahaf bro." Sahaf Claudio coming. Also Usama on Twitter, on Twitch, saying Sahaf.com. And the first ever to be in. That's good. King Min, peace be upon you, my brother. Rania, how we doing? Hi boy, with a great accent. Sahaf.com. Lai Silmek, welcome to the stream. King Bin again, Sahaf.com. Sliman, the amazing Sliman. Salam Amin, Sahaf. Thank you so much, my brother. Sahaf. Inshallah yil'ab. Shabba. The game is as usual, Overwatch. I am sorry to disappoint. Fatah. There is a new map in Overwatch and I'm about to explore it. Fatah, salam alaikum. Sliman again. Salam, Saha and Kaz, Sahaf. So yeah, just a bit and I will be with you fellas. Today, just like I promised, it's going to be the new map that just got released only seconds or only moments ago. So this came out of nowhere, to be honest. I did not know that there is going to be a new map, but recently I haven't really paid attention to the news and the things are going on the Overwatch universe. Either way, I hope everyone had a great meal and everyone is feeling fine, because unlike you, I have a terrible headache and I almost didn't stream. I just couldn't feel, I didn't really feel like it. Again, terrible headache, but again, what can I do? I am going to play the game anyway, so why not? Why on earth not just play it with you guys? I like the new screen that they added with the Atlantic Mercy and Pacific Lucio. For those of you who don't know, when there is a, let's just say, a final match in the Overwatch League, they have a custom where they make special 2 skins for the teams competing against each other, and the theme is pretty interesting. Sun versus Moon, Atlantic Mercy versus Pacific Lucio. Pacific represents the Sun, Atlantic represents the Moon. Personally, I do prefer the Farah or the Mercy skin. That's because I play more Mercy than Lucio. However, that is all up to people who do play, you know, such things. It's also preference wise, so yeah. Oh yeah, I probably can't find it here. It's probably in the Overwatch League. Yeah, this is a section that is not interesting for me. So before we do anything, I would like to, where is the game browser? I would like to create, and I would like to check the new map, because they just, like I said, they added Havana. No. Console. Settings. Maps. Havana on, and the rest should be off. Off, and off. There you go. Save. Alright. Oh, it's Hanamura, not Havana. What am I talking about? How are you, bro? I'm doing great, thank you. Usama, what the name of this game? This is Overwatch. And Sahaftark Khoya Muhammad, thank you so much, Sahaftark as well. Glad that you could join me. Alright, so Hanamura, yeah, it's my fault. I shouldn't have Hanamura, I should have Havana. What is Havana, however? Control, yes, it's this one. Save, back and back. There we go. Let us start. So, since this is a new map, I just want to see it. I just want to explore it and see what it's all about.
True self is without form.
Without gamers, without modes, without anything. Just to see where to start and what is going on with this map. This looks like some sort of a, I don't know, brewery? Big brewery? Something chemical being concocted here? So this is the probably defense side of things? I don't know. Does this take anywhere? So yeah, it does look like some sort of a brewery. And this leads outside. Okay. What's through here? So verticality is a thing in Overwatch maps. You can't just visit one floor. There's always more than just one floor. This is one of them. I guess this is some sort of a side way to reach. Oh yes, there's healing here. With the brewery. Alright. That's the spawn that we came out of. And to the left here, another side way with a mega health pack. Pretty handy for Sombras and other flanking heroes. Okay. What else do we have here? It's another mega alien pack. Nice lovely old cars. This looks like some sort of a small brewing factory that we are emerging from. Oops. I tore the guitar. So this looks like the main area where we are going to be having lots of fights. And this is an escort kind of map, so this is probably the way where the payload moves. Makes sense. This is paved off and blocked off, so that means that's the end of the map. That's nice, and thank you so much, Mohammed. What did you guys have for iftar today? And what is your favorite dish, usually in Ramadan? That's the thing that you desire the most when you are fasting. So this is the payload, obviously. Don Robotico, maybe. No, Robotico. So this is where the attacking team starts from. Looks clean. There was a map in Counter-Strike named Havana, wasn't there? I am almost positive there is one. This is a small flanking area. Yep, definitely a small flanking area. Pretty important to have such things. So I do believe that this is going to be the first checkpoint, which was going to open this. This is the second point, and we have to push the payload all the way through here. Alright, So this is the second checkpoint. Okay, and where is the third one? If I can reach the third one, I think I should be able to. Oh yes. And the third one is kind of an open air one. Ooh, interesting. Now this is an interesting place. Some sort of a old fort or something. Burek. What kind of burek? Personally, I like burek with tuna. Breks, like the foreigners like to call it. I do like them with tuna. I no longer really care about the hashed meat one, but to each their own. But for me, I like the light texture that tuna brings to the mix. With a bit of potato and cheese of your choice, it could be pretty amazing. Of course, let's not forget our vegetables with onions and other vegetables. Well, overall, I think that's the tastiest for now. And what's your preference? Do you bake it or do you fry it? Frying is kinda tasty because it's fried, it's deep fried. However, I do believe that oven produces some pretty amazing bricks, aka burek. Depends on what you guys like, and I do, and I'm certain that the younger you are, the more towards deep fried you get. So this is the last point. This is where it needs to be. All right. Some golden weird stuff behind it, but it looks like a nice map. A really good one too. This is a good sniper position. Goodbye. Alright. That's enough. That's enough. Before we do anything... Oh, we can play it. Maybe I should give it maybe I should give it... Yeah, I should just give it a try.
Traveling to Havana. Prepare to attack. Select your view.
Howdy. Yeah, why not? Let's just try Hanzo. Why not? يبقى البوراك محتلا الصدارة لعدة أجيال. You know what's the problem? We didn't really taste all kinds of burak. There are so many kinds, so many things you can add to it. It's it's kind of a standard kind of dish that you can add everything and anything to it. It all depends on the ingredient. You can add fish, you can add meat, you can add all sorts of cheese. So that makes it, it's kind of understandable why so many of us like it. Because you can make it the one dish that you love the best. And it goes great with the soup, with the tomato soup. Or the bouillon. Depends on what you guys have first. But for me, aside from that, I do like sometimes scallops with fresh cream and mushrooms. That's one of my secret favorite dishes too. Because it's kind of good, it's not too much calories, and it's tasty as it gets, especially if the mushrooms are really well made.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Aziz, how are you doing, brother?
Locked by the dragon.
Oh, that's a small area, really good for tossing arrows such as this.
The enemies of Talon will be annihilated. Healing enough. Securing the payload.
This will protect us.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Oh, look at that McCree hiding behind us.
dragon awakens. See that which is unseen.
The battle continues. Heroes never die.
This time,
Nanoboost administered.
Feeling powerful.
We're leaving to witness.
I will not be defeated so easily.
I'm back in the fight.
I do apologize if I look or sound a tiny bit out of energy. Like I said, I'm having a bit of a headache situation going on currently, and yeah, when it happens, and we just live with it. I don't really like to take painkillers, but if it gets too severe, I might decide to take them.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard. Damage boost engage.
The dragon stirs within me.
Çarpı börek hala sola. That would be really great.
Marked by the dragon.
Heroes never die.
It's Havana.
Suiting up. This will restore you. Now show them.
Огонь по готовности.
Winky face. Winky face. Hiya.
Again.
LOL.
We cannot stop now. Move the payload.
And by the way, what are the games that are you guys currently playing on this holy month? What do you prefer in general? For me, aside from Overwatch, and later on, next 5 to 7 days, there will be a race in Path of Exile. Path of Exile is one of the games that I currently play, and there is a race, and the winners do get prizes, so I am kind of excited for that.
Heroes never die.
Really excited about playing that race and getting as far as I can.
I will not be defeated.
Yeah, those of you who think my Overwatch is boring are going to be mighty boring with Path of Exile. Oh, come on. Hopefully many of you will be supporting me through this race. Again, like I said, it is a race. It's a marathon, to be more precise. And the one that gets the more levels you get, the more chances you win.
Огонь по готовности.
Show them. Winky face.
Again.
안녕.
Marked by the dragon.
Hi.
Дай вида.
Ой,
die. Administered.
Gale the Mahal.
Overwhelming. Let's get you back in the fight.
Into the iris. This time I will fail.
Moving the payload. Let's party
Enemy
up.
in my sight. Get here. Watching your back.
60 seconds
By the dragon.
remaining.
Systems checked out.
I am restored.
Swiftly.
Mecha activated. Winky please.
Yuga wagateki wo kurau!
Double kill.
Nice shot.
This will only hurt for a minute. Healing it up. Thank you.
All systems.
30 seconds remaining.
Game on. No one else is gonna do it for us. Winky please.
I am not deterred.
It's high noon.
10 seconds
Time is
remaining.
running out. Attack!
Gale the Mahal.
See,
Огонь по готовности.
Ooh, that was that. Alright. I guess I just to try the map. Why not? Let's do a warm-up deathmatch and then we'll go to the normal ranked.
Arriving at Shadow. Prepare for battle. Select your hero. Select your hero. Three, two, one, fight.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself. Back into the mix.
Enemy needs 15 kills to win.
Back into the mix. Now, hold on.
Let's have that. Bombs away.
The pain is
Hold up now.
Taken the lead.
It ain't my time. Easy.
Oof.
Loss.
That was that.
Much better.
now breathe.
Hold up. Back in the saddle again. It's high tide.
I've got you in my sights.
Easy.
justice reigns from above.
Oh, that was a bit of normal kill. I was almost dead. But yeah, I do agree on securing your kills with the ultimate, why not? Sometimes you had to do so.
Time's up.
Lead lost.
Oof.
Back in the saddle again. Now, hold on.
Taken the lead.
Stupid roadhog. Worst place ever.
وريهم قوتك. Lights out.
Whoa there.
Lead lost.
Stupid healing beam prevented me from seeing the soldier.
Back in the saddle. It's high tide. Well now. Now hold on.
Here you go. Locked on.
Taken the lead.
It's high. Take more than that.
Lead lost.
Do something.
Enemy needs 3 kills. Enemy
Justice reigns from above.
It'll take more than It's high tide.
enemy needs 1 kill. Match complete. Top 2.
No one? Seriously? No one is playing? That sucks.
Welcome to Blizzard World. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Hello.
Good evening, team. How's it going?
Hello.
It appears that I must be the second healer.
Science will reveal the truth.
Attackers incoming in
Admo, salam.
It's not my preference
Co
to
haft
see
ork
matters
żem, wszak, co ma?
personally, but I will see them done.
How are you doing? Glad that you could join me.
This will heal you.
Oh, by the way, fellas, how are the prices of vegetables and fruits currently
5,
in
Where
your
are you coming?
town?
3, 2, 1.
Is it as expensive as always?
Defend objective A.
You keep shouting at the government to go away, and it appears that
Allow me to repair.
there are so many of us that also needs to go away.
Enemy contact.
People do not learn a thing, apparently.
Bearing the damage.
Oh no, trying to come back.
Your body decays.
We have 2 hit scans, maybe we should take care of that, Miss Farah. She's just killing your supports,
Don't go
one
far
by
yet.
one.
Get into position. Going with the Yeshi.
Oh my god,
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Mercy low, mercy low.
Heal me.
The power of destruction.
you got hit scan.
Restoring you.
I need healing.
This will restore you. Surrender to my will.
I see.
Justice reigns from above.
This will heal you. Fire at will.
Hi.
Get into position. Help me. I require healing. This will restore you. Your power is mine. Surrender to my will.
Into the iris.
Come on, Ryan, come back. Kill that Ryan.
Огонь по готовности. Injure again. Allow me to repair the damage. I need to recharge.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Our enemies return.
Come back, guys. Come back. You're only 3.
And he's gaming. How you doing, brother? It's a half dark. So glad that you could join me. I'm doing alright. I'm just having a severe headache, that's all. I am kinda out of energy, I can't even bring myself to speak. So I do apologise if I am more quiet than I usually am. And I have some days where you just wake up with a headache and you stick with the headache and there's nothing you could do with it. And I'm a tiny bit stubborn. I do not really like to take pain medicine. It's not a good medicine in general, so I do like to avoid it as much as I can. But if it does get too severe, I'm just gonna be giving in and taking
You can kill it.
Doliprane.
Go back, go back. I'm getting you, baby.
Tell me how this feels. Surrender to my will.
Of course there's the Widowmaker.
Go for Ryan.
I was asking how is the prices of fruits and vegetables where you are since the beginning of this month.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Because so far I am disappointed. Well, it comes with no surprise for me because I know this country, but it is a bit of surprise when you see that there is no respect for what people have been doing for 12 Fridays now.
Boost in, boost in.
Fire at will.
Oh yeah. Just a tiny bit of a headache, nothing too serious. Maybe I'm just kind of coming out with a cold. Either way,
Perhaps a new methodology is required.
Mercy is on the Mercy
I'm
is
used to
flying
these
above the
things,
payload.
so.
Don't ignore the Mercy.
This will
You're
restore
shooting the Reinhardt, but Mercy is healing the Reinhardt. She's gonna get another dive kill.
Repairing the damage.
60 seconds remaining.
Enemy contact. Oh, ik tepper dem jaar.
I've got you in my sights. I can do this with my eyes closed.
That's much better.
30 seconds remaining.
Muera, 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 muera.
Surrender to my will.
Huge.
Widow's on top, Widow's on top. And Baptiste behind you.
This will heal you.
Baptiste now in the payload.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, this is my jam.
Someone's on payload. Sorry. She's gonna start it.
This will improve your condition.
It's such a joke. This country is filled with hypocrites. The government needs to go. They are thieves. They robbed our country. And then this Ramadan comes and nothing changes. The same habits over and over again. Over prices. And who are going to be blaming now? Your government? Who?
Nice guys.
The Ministry of Agriculture? Who exactly do we blame here? Which government section should we blame? You frickin' hypocrites. This is why things are not changing as fast as we expect them to change. Because that's the biggest problem now. Not just the government. The government is a huge problem, yes. But the amount of hypocrisy is rampant in this country. It is just rampant. The amount of lying, deceased, and people who are easily bought, has no principles, is just too damn high. If not, where is the discounts? We want to change. We want this country to be better. Where are the discounts? Where are the solidarity? Where is the people that, you know, set foot and said today, okay, this Ramadan, we're going to make things right. We're going to do just like people who do not even believe in the same God that we do. And we're going to be making arrangements so that this month is going to be the best month ever compared to the other ones. We're not going to be increasing the prices, we're going to be decreasing the prices. And trust me, from a economy standpoint, you're not going to be losing. It's just we are dealing here with a bunch of ignorant fools. That's the biggest problems. If they understood a tiny bit of economy, they will make that minus 20% and all those discounts that you see on the biggest markets in other countries. Those are not idiotic people. You think they are not profiting? They profit 10, 20 times more than you, but they know how to manipulate the market. They know how to keep the customers happy and keep them pockets happy. All we do here is just robbing each other. That's all we need. The first day of, you know, the first last week of Sha'ban, the prices start going up and up and up. The potatoes are almost doubling in price, the carrots, the onions and everything else. It's just, where are we going with this? Where exactly do we expect to go? And then come Friday we're gonna go outside and, you know, call for the government to leave. I should hope that we leave, not the government. Government are just a piece of shit, you know, corrupt crooks who keep stealing our money, yes, but we're not doing anything different. We're also stealing each other's money. Our hands are in all our pockets. We're no different. We're no different at all.
On the right.
I will rebuild you. Surrender to my will. This will heal you.
نكتارين ب60,000. What the fuck is that? Does it bring me back to my youth? Makes me immortal or something? Potato almost 10,000. بطاطا قريب 10,000. 7,000 قبل رمضان شريتها بكلكو جور. بطاطا دوكا راهي نورمال 10. زرودية 14,000. زرودية freaking carrots. You can plant them in cotton and they will grow. And they're costing 140 whatever. Just whatever.
Yes, charging. Sorry, sorry.
Огонь по готовности.
Push up.
Again, who to blame here? I mean, if I was one of those, one of those kids who are going to the protests, I should probably make next Friday about these things. Let's put the government thing on pause and try to sort our own problems, things that we can easily sort. These are the things that I want to see. The government issues are too complicated and they will take time to sort, even if you are on the, on the good road. But these things can be easily resolved with just, people getting together and saying no to these practices, no to this stupidity. We're no longer dumb, guys. We're not idiots. We know how these things work. Stop taking us for fools.
GG guys.
But yeah, me talking is like preaching into the choir. My voice is not heard. I think my voice is going to be the last thing that anyone can hear. No one listens to one like me. People listen to those posers who, are the biggest hypocrites on the planet of this earth, and they keep saying one thing and do the other. Those are the people that we love to listen to. But people who are just wanting the good of the country are boring. We are dull. We don't deserve to speak. And if you talk to them, everyone blames everyone. It's not my fault, it's the other one's fault. No, it's the guy that sold us the vegetables in bulk's fault. And then you go, no, it's actually the farmer's fault. Or whose freaking fault is it? And of course, we have the best of all. It's the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Economy who are not regulating the prices, who are not, doing their job. Oh yeah, of course. But these are thieves and crooks. It's a corrupt government. No one is expecting them to work. Why are you now considering them functioning entities and trying to blame them, whereas one Friday ago you were telling them to leave the country and to go away and you need, justice for what they did to you? What should we do now, to be honest? If it's the farmer's problem, the farmer can easily correct his ways if everyone is on the same page. If it is the bulk seller, then they can change their ways. And if it is the guy that sells you things at the market, when frickin' change your ways. Stop making this stupidity. But you know what makes things change? Not buying stuff. That's when things are going to be changing. Do it one day. If the whole country does it one day, we'll see what happens. We see that rotten eggs that you go be throwing in bulk. You see that rotten tomatoes that you're not going to be selling. We will see. Let alone, trying to do so for a week. Just buy the minimal things and leave the rest to them. We can do without meat. We can easily do without meat. If you buy chicken meat, we're not going to be buying, cow meat. But again, I'm just preaching into the choir. No one is going to be doing this. Absolutely no one. Because no one cares. We are to blame. We are also to blame. We could just buy things. We don't ask, we just buy. Oh, this is twice the price. Oh, give me 2 kilos. 'Cause reasons. Alright, let's go again. As you guys can see, I'm climbing. Almost 2800. I'm this close to going back to diamond. Is that people are buying vegetables and fruits in big quantities, and when you talk to them, they say, yeah, it gets very expensive and not acceptable. Oh yes, it's the same thing. The problem is in us. It's in no one else. That's why I say I'm against the government and I'm against the people. I am in with no one. I'm against both parties. Everyone is to blame in this country. Everyone. Every single one of us is to blame. No one is a saint here. Because we're not doing what we should be doing. They're not doing what we should be doing. And it's the same cycle. It's been going on for 20, 30, 40 years. It's the same thing over and over again. It is ingrained in us. It is so ingrained that stealing from someone is normal in this country. Being a con artist is normal. It is considered being manly when you scam someone, when you sell him something with double the price of it. And then, you know what makes me really, really giggle is that those people who pretend to be Muslims and they believe in God, and then they sell you a cell phone with double its price, or a vegetable with double its price, and they will go to their houses and they will pride themselves of being prime businessmen because they conned you, because they robbed you of your money, because they found someone naive enough to buy that thing, and now they have the money and you don't, so they are the best ever. This is how the country is working. Oh well. These things, I already have a headache. I don't need to put more headache upon my headache to create, a mega headache.
Select your hero.
That's why I play too much video games. It's kind of like a drug for me. Helps me escape this reality that we live in. Good evening, team.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Stick to the plan, and if you get into trouble, I'll bail you out.
Game on.
Yep, just like I said. Frickin' potatoes. 10,000.
1. Attack commencing. Escort the payload.
Pregavo di confermi. Go. I'll keep you healed.
I need to recharge.
Dai fida. I have your back.
I'm moving the payload.
This is going to hurt. Nem. It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Get into position.
Die fida.
Gale de Mahol.
admire your accuracy.
Just like the Metallica song, For Whom the Bell Tolls. For whom indeed.
Take your medicine.
This will heal you.
No one can hide from my
I'm under
sight.
attack.
Mecha activated.
Surrender to my will.
This one nice.
Get into position. Yes, you.
My ultimate is charging.
You're not getting rid of me that easily.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Get here.
I require assistance.
The payload moves towards our desired outcome.
Gale the
Going to be
Mahal.
okay.
I'll show them.
60 seconds remaining.
Into position.
Welcome to Junkertown.
GG.
Enemy spotted.
We must ensure
I've
that
seen
payload
worse. You're going to live.
Let us not forget about the payload, fellas.
No one can hide from my sight.
my will made real.
Nap time. Walk it off.
Allow me.
وريهم قوتك.
Don't wake him up!
I feel unstoppable.
Why would you wake him up?
وريهم قوتك.
I feel unstoppable.
التكرار يعلم الشطار.
The payload moves towards our desired outcome.
Yeah, that's another problem altogether. That's something I can understand. That's because there is no companies here. The gaming companies do not have official stores that they can, you know, use through official means. This is 100% the government's issue.
You're going to be okay.
In this one, I can blame absolutely the government, because the government should have people that facilitate, you know, for these countries to be selling their wares here. If video games came here with the prices and the taxes and all those things, that the laws that apply in this country, you will definitely get the games cheaper. However, since there are no such things, and the gaming is at its infancy, really, it's something that I can give the benefit of the doubt. Obviously, having one game with half the price, you know, half the payment of your salary, half your salary, that is if you are getting above the SMEG average, then, you know, it's understandable. But yeah, buying a video game is huge hurdle, and it is something that I think about almost every day when there is a new game coming. How am I going to be able to get it? There are other means. I do have access to other means. I can make things work. I have, you know, I can work in the internet and all those things and get some money, some ways to buy the game, but it's not something given to everyone, and it's not something that I can do every time, so it is understandable. It's super tough. It is super tough to be a gamer in this country. Has always been. And will always be.
Heal me!
You're going to be okay.
Lights out.
That was meant for Winston. That was meant for Winston.
I've seen worse. You're going to live. Die fever.
Widowmaker is on top to the left. Sadiq, how you doing, my brother? Shahaftorik. How's it going today? Wrecking ball behind us. I just got killed.
My team still needs me.
I will be trying to come back as soon as I can.
No one can hide from my sight.
30 seconds.
Thank you.
Nim, you're running out of time.
Certainty.
Genji's one behind you, Widowmaker. Though I find that that this Widowmaker is positioned here, but whatever.
The hand you come and water. Oh, you
Cannot lose. Attack.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
get here.
No.
Round 1. Score.
It's alright. We got it this far, no problem.
Side.
I usually buy used games with a medium price. Not cheap, but medium. Yeah, it's
Select your
what most people do. However, I do not suffer that thing because I only have my PC. I never really owned a console in my life, and I'm not partial for PC or anything. It's just that I never had enough money to buy consoles. So it was either console or PC. And the choice is, the choice here is obvious. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Wanted to say, more like. My ear is mighty fine. Thank you so much for asking.
For what you believe in.
I spent 10 days without the headset, and when I was fine, I got back to it. Thank you so much for asking.
attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Hello, Heat. Welcome, Heat. I've no idea how I'm gonna be able to stream during the heat. I think I'm just going to be making videos or something of the sort, because without an air conditioner, this is a furnace. This screen to my left, the one that has the chart and everything, is basically a furnace. As I get sniped. Yeah, well,
Not out for retirement anyway.
laziness is a thing in this game. Why would he put the shield? Really have no idea what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try, obviously, but
I'll keep you here.
am I going to be succeeding? That's another thing altogether.
I cast this forward. I will keep you here.
No, he's one.
I will prove myself.
The payload has
More
reached
bitch this
the
now.
checkpoint.
My ultimate is ready.
No one can hide from my sight.
Whoa! That was that.
Team up for special attack. I can do better than that.
The name's McCree.
No one can hide from my sight.
Hello there.
Get into position. Take some armor.
Bad guys.
Shield holding. Taking heavy fire.
I feel like we have no tanks whatsoever. The Reinhardt is right here in the back line doing whatever he wants. Ah, then again, yeah, hamster and wrecking ball. What should we expect?
My barrier can't take much more.
Easy. Reinhardt at your service.
I want to redesign your channel. Which logo do you prefer? Letter or cartoon? No cartoon, please. As you can see, I'm an old fart. Cartoons should not work with me. So something classic or something antique. That's what I like to work with. Red, black, purple, those are my colors. Surprise me.
Rally to me. That should be better.
No one can hide from my sight. I get even.
Du mår bättre snart.
You have the photo of my face. You can make something out of it. But whatever. I've never really thought about, you know, logo, something professional, all those things. It's always something that I kept postponing because I thought maybe I should make something more professional, but you know what? I'm open to anything and everything.
Shield holding. Armoring you up. Let me patch that up.
Bad guys.
Patching you up.
This will protect us.
This is all part of the learning process. My shield's up. Good as new.
Allow me to repair the damage. Get into position.
Come on, everyone. Rally to me.
From afar.
I'm taking damage. Giving you a little extra.
Don't worry, my friends. I am your shield.
The power of destruction.
Long
We have 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining.
Good as new.
If you do this right, we will easily win.
acknowledged.
That is entirely up to you. تربح دعوة الخير. ندعي لك بالزواج. No, I'm just joking.
No one can hide from my
But yeah, that would be really, really big help. If you want to know, my favorite hero on this game, Overwatch, is Farah, the rocket launcher that I always use. And I always felt like I should include the rocket launcher, the gun she uses, as part of my logo, because after all, I play Overwatch almost exclusively on this channel, aside from other games. But you know what? You're a designer. I have absolute faith in your imagination. Surprise me.
Its destination.
30 seconds. Be ready. They're gonna be using their ultimates now.
Seconds remaining.
down and we win.
That is originally. Have you ever played Paladins? Yes, I did play Paladins. I think it's a cheap knockoff of Overwatch. It is really, really a cheap knockoff of Overwatch and League of Legends. No effort whatsoever. Thus I hate it. Whereas Overwatch is filled with mechanics and skill level and so many things. It's a very very polished game. You have Paladins, which is simple, easy. The heroes in it feels like a mash of Overwatch heroes together. You have one ability from one hero into that ability of that hero, and you create an abomination, a low-thought hero. It feels like it was made by some Algerians, to be honest. Some studio here in one of our towns, to be honest. But yeah, I am not a big fan of Paladins. Smite, however, now that's a really good game. Smite, all in favor. It's a really amazing game and it is solid, it is standing its ground, but I feel like Paladin was just a cheap knockoff. By the time they started developing Paladins, Overwatch was announced, people were hyped for such games. It was the rise of these kind of games, and so of course you understand that they would jump on the opportunity, especially since they know that Overwatch is going to be pay, you know, in order to play. Then what they do is release a free game and here you go, more money. And I am not the guy that, you know, tells you that because I'm just playing Overwatch I'm biased to Blizzard, that means any other game is not good. No. I encourage these things. It creates competition. It creates a way for developers to create better games for us. However, make an effort. Don't just create copies and clones of the same thing and call it a new game. Come on, man. I mean, I am surprised that Overwatch or Blizzard did not already sue, you know, the Paladin devs, the Hi-Res team, for so much stuff stolen from the game. But yeah, that's only just my thoughts. I mean, trust me, man. I played it, tried the heroes, I've played the game for a good amount of time. My favorite is the Archer Lady, whatever his name is. But my favorite is the Archer Lady, and where you have someone like Hanzo, for example. Hanzo is basically the Archer Lady from Paladins is Hanzo with an ability here and an ability there from another hero. She has like her eagle, she sends and all those things, but where the difference is, Hanzo's projectiles drop. It's not the same at all. Let me just go to the practice range and show you difference. When you play Hanzo, it is a high skill gap hero. As you can see, if you just click... I do apologize for the big burst. I think I'm coming out with a cold. I think that's the biggest... that's the thing why my head is, you know, hurting and everything. I think this is the cold. Or my usual allergies. Either way. So Hanzo, you need to hold the mouse so that he draws the bow, and then you release for a satisfying projectile hit. For the hero, Zoe, I think her name is Zoe. I don't know. Let me just check. What's her name for those of you who play Paladins? Oh yeah, it's Casey. There you go. Or Cassie, depends on however you want to pronounce the name. So it's Cassie, the one that I'm talking about. It's kind of the mascot of Paladins. So her arrows travel straight. It feels like you're shooting a gun, you're not shooting an arrow. Whereas, as you can see, Hanzo's arrow have an arch into it. So it's not just shooting an arrow. it's predicting where the arrow is going to be landing and lining up the perfect shot, as you can see. So it has a really science to it. But if you land this critical shot, this is a big satisfaction. This is seriously satisfying when you do, you know, amazing trick with this hero. This is one of the reasons why I don't play this hero, because it's a high skill hero. But if you know how to play it, man, the things that you can be doing with this, are you going to be doing with this?
Triple kill.
The dragon hungers.
I mean, even bots I'm struggling to hit. And that's normal because the headshot deals a ton of damage. I think it deals 150 damage, which is huge. It can one-shot a hero such as Tracer. That's something absent from Paladins. You just shoot in the general direction, you just click and she just shoots at the general direction and you get the crits and the headshots and all those things. Plus, the heroes in Overwatch feel like personalities. They are, how do I say it? They feel like they are real. Obviously it's a game, they are not real. But when you look at them, when they interact with each other, you feel like you can relate to this hero in one way or the other. You feel like this guy has some sort of a story to him. Be it the way that they talk, the way that they move, their interactions with each other. They create this universe that is Overwatch. Even though it is just a multiplayer game, you still have this solid background to every one of those heroes that you see. My main is, like I said, Pharah. And just the posture, just the way that she salutes, you can already tell what kind of, you know, person Pharah is. And you can tell that she has some sort of a military background, for example, and that will get you curious to go and see what's her story all about. And then you realize she was the commander of a platoon, she was in charge of security in Egypt, and her platoon was wiped out by, I think it was Reaper, and so on and so forth. And then you go on ahead and you realize that Anna is her mother. She used to be a sniper, and then she was bested by Widowmaker, and she decided to retire, and then she's back now as a healer. She's a legendary sniper, and so on and so forth. All those things intertwine with each other. Each and every one of these heroes feels authentic. They feel real. They feel really, as I have D.Va here, meaty, and makes you excited about the game. They makes you come back and play the game and all those things. Now this is, for example, D.Va. She's a pro gamer. She used to be an ex-pro gamer in a video game called StarCraft 2. She was on amongst the elite, and then they created a project when the Omnics, the robots, these kind of robots attacked and you know, started killing humanity because they thought they are the best versions of humanity. They created a program to, you know, and recruited the best action per minute humans on Earth to make it. And of course, those are the pro gamers. When you play StarCraft, you can make up to 500 actions per minute, which makes you seriously a superhuman. Your reflexes are off the chart. This is, you know, in real life, I'm not even talking about the game. And of course, you get to her personality, who she is, you know, she streams her battles and all those things, and so on and so forth. Every one of those has a thing to do. Although, you know, those are costumes and everything, but you get the idea. All of this, I can go and talk about this for days, to be honest, for hours. Paladin is a husk. It is a hollow game, only focusing on stats, killing each other, poorly designed maps, and no background whatsoever. Certainly you do have that shallow story about someone, oh, they did this, they did that, but it's a generic one. It's created generically, so you can just fill the void there if you want to, but it's not as in depth as Blizzard does, or even Riot Games does, for example in League of Legends, which is another story altogether. Ah, it's the baguette people. Let's join the baguette people.
Yo, hello.
Bonsoir.
Salut. Vous allez bien?
You're gonna make it simple like yours?
Ouais, ça
That
va.
would be really
Yagami.
good.
Hein?
Yagami.
Yes. Que voulez-vous?
Yagami.
Salut, salut. Je viens de dire bonsoir, non? Je
vrai.
pense que je viens de dire bonsoir.
Il est vrai.
Attends, il est français ou pas?
Non, je ne suis pas français, mais je parle la langue française, bien sûr. Enfin, j'essaie de parler la langue française.
Tu parles très bien français.
Non, 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 non.
Mon accent français est
Ton accent
extrêmement
français,
sexy.
il est pas mal.
Il est
Je serais une femme, j'aurais envie de baiser avec toi, mon gars.
Bah, merci du compliment.
Ah mais, t'es allemand.
Non, anglais.
Non, non. Non, 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 non. Ah, soyez plus originaux. Je suis algérien.
Ah d'accord. Putain,
Ah bah.
t'as un accent français il est bien l'accent français du ton.
Non, non. J'ai oublié la langue française. Je parle beaucoup plus la langue anglaise en ce moment, donc j'ai complètement oublié comment prononcer les mots et tout dans le genre. Donc, je m'excuse.
C'est pas grave, c'est pas grave.
Non, mais
C'est pas mal, non, c'est pas mal, c'est cool.
tu sais, y a pas de s'excuser. Hein.
Ok, let's see.
Et voilà, et c'est les tanks qu'on va attendre en dernier. Putain. Pourquoi t'as mis 3 rôles de DPS?
Non, parce que
Oh,
je suis
slag.
tank.
Looks
Je suis
great.
tank, mais vu en fait, j'ai pas envie de ces deux mecs. J'ai envie de chercher un main tank. Donc si possible.
Ouais, je vois ce que tu
It
veux dire.
looks great. Why not? Surprise me, like I said. And just like I said,
C'est cool de trouver
purple,
des
black,
tanks qui savent un petit peu
red,
gérer, ça serait cool.
those are my
Un
colors.
tank
If
qui
you
savent
want to
un petit
have
peu
something, you can do something with all those things. But yeah, looks amazing.
Malheureusement, depuis tout à l'heure, je me tape.
And I'm serious about my French accent and language in general. I kind of forgotten how to speak French. Although I do not regret it, I don't really care about the French, language, but
Un
still,
enfer à défendre, là.
deep down, I
donc c'est un petit peu
do
défendre.
like to keep
Ah,
my
c'est
languages
horrible.
up to
Je sais pas que
par.
c'est impossible, mais c'est horrible. Faut vraiment avoir des snipers, des bons snipers.
D'accord.
Ou un bon Genjo, ça passe bien.
En fait, vous voulez faire quoi?
De la ranked.
Oui, je sais. La composition que je vois en ce moment, c'est quoi?
Oh,
2-2-2?
la méta est pas réellement définie en ce moment.
Ah, ok.
Mais une 2-2-2, ça me paraît être un bon début.
Which letter? Y. Yagami. The Y. Well, yeah, why not? Why not again? Surprise me. Let your imagination run wild.
Attends, on va se toucher pour trouver un tank et.
Ouais.
Un tank
Ben, tout le monde fait dodo.
Ouais.
C'est à ce moment-là que je switch vers le serveur américain.
Oh.
Oh non, c'est pas grave quand t'as 150 ping, c'est pas vraiment grave si tu joues pas du headscan. Genre projectile, tank, healer, ça marche. Mais bon, genre un truc comme Widow, ça va être un tout petit peu difficile. Mais sérieux, les serveurs Overwatch sont super. Hein. 150, t'as pas l'air de jouer avec 150, c'est vraiment super. Alors qu'un autre jeu, 150 ping, c'est injouable.
Ah oui, tu prends LOL par exemple.
Ah non.
Ceux qui jouent à LOL.
Oh, non. Tu sais, il y a des trucs, parce que je fus un temps où je jouais beaucoup à League of Legends. J'ai commencé en 2009 avec la bêta close, et j'ai arrêté en 2017 de jouer d'une façon genre quotidienne à League of Legends parce que j'en ai marre. Ça prend beaucoup de temps et je suis devenu vieux. Mais un truc que j'ai réalisé, parce que je jouais beaucoup trop le ranked et j'étais compétitive et tout, c'est certains trucs, avec Nidale par exemple, si tu connais Nidale, bah, tu joues League of Legends bien sûr. Certains trucs, je peux pas faire avec 70 ou 80 de ping, que les Coréens font avec Nidale par exemple. Parce qu'il peut utiliser son A, son spear, attaquer avec, et puis tourner, devenir cougar, ou je sais pas la forme de Nidale s'appelle quoi, et partir en arrière. C'est infaisable, ça marche pas. Si t'as moins de 40 de ping, ça marche, plus de 40 de ping, ça marche pas. Ainsi que beaucoup trop de trucs qui marchent pas avec du hyping.
Moi, je suis.
Même chose pour Overwatch. Le nombre de fois incalculable, même si que j'ai 47 de ping en ce moment, 45, 50, 55, c'est bien. Mais le nombre de fois où je me fais tuer, je vois que j'ai lancé mon rocket de Farah, mais ça marche pas, ça sort pas. C'est incalculable.
Ah oui, oui.
Genre tu fais l'action, mais ça marche pas parce que ton ping n'est pas de 20 ou 10, ce truc dans le genre.
Hello.
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 David Trezeguet.
Hein?
Nicolas Karabatic.
Il a dit David Trezeguet.
David Trezeguet.
Ah, le truc, c'est vieux, ça. Ces gens, c'est des jeunes. Je pense pas qu'ils se souviennent de David Trezeguet.
Non, effectivement.
Dostech Plafond.
En fait, je pense pas qu'il est français, donc...
Je pense pas non plus. Mais c'était clair ou pas?
En fait, vous avez quel âge?
Oh, moi j'ai 18 ans.
18 ans. Donc, t'es né en 2000, 2001?
Eh oui.
Bon, pour mettre les choses en perspective, quand t'étais né, j'étais en train de faire des compétitions sur Counter-Strike 1.5.
Ah bon?
Ah bah oui.
Hello.
C'est pas C'est quoi, on fait 3 DPS, 3 heals, c'est ça?
Non, non, c'est... Non, il y a un... Non, c'est juste qu'en fait, vu que je suis off-tank et qu'on cherche un main tank, en fait, je me suis mis en post-flex.
D'accord. Et
Sinon,
en fait...
on fera une 2-2-2 normale, enfin... On peut changer, hein.
Parce que moi, je suis en mode tous.
Mode tous?
Bah, je joue Soldier.
Ah bah oui, tu peux tout.
Soldier.
Ok, ouais, c'est cool. Si je peux, c'est cool.
Ouais, je pense qu'il faut faire... Je pense que le truc avec 3 trucs là, ça fait fuir les gens. Ça sera peut-être mieux de réarranger 2 tanks, 2 healers, 2 DPS pour que les gens sachent que c'est juste une partie normale.
Ouais. Moi, je pense aussi.
Ah, c'est moi le leader? What the fuck?
Ah, mais il a quitté les squads, d'accord. Bon, bah, change les trucs. Hein. Il a créé pour quitter.
Ouais, j'essaie de faire ça. Comment ça se fait?
T'annules, faut que t'annules.
Edit group settings, ok.
Direct, tu vois. On trouve tout de suite.
Bien sûr.
Je t'avais dit.
Oui.
Bon.
Bonjour.
Salut. Tu joues à StarCraft?
Je sais pas si tu t'adresses à moi, mais oui, 100% StarCraft.
Ah, ouais, t'es sûr.
Ah, je joue pas à StarCraft.
Il y en a un de vous qui joue à StarCraft.
Main, c'est Zerg.
Ah, tu joues Zerg, ouais.
Petite histoire.
Tu joues classé? Tu joues en classé?
Je jouais. Ça fut un temps où je jouais à StarCraft 2. Le truc, c'est que j'étais dans une team française. du nom de LCS. On était accro à Warhammer, Dawn of War, les jeux stratégiques en général. Bien sûr, en 2010, StarCraft 2 était annoncé. Et on a gagné des clés pour la bêta. Donc, on se mettait à fond sur le jeu. On regardait les votes coréens, on s'entraînait entre nous et tout. Et j'étais vraiment chaud pour StarCraft. Je connaissais les stratégies, je pratiquais mon APM pour vraiment être au top et tout. Et le truc que j'ai pas mis dans l'équation, c'est que quand le jeu est sorti, ils ont rajouté des graphismes, une texture et tout. Bah du coup, ça marchait pas sur mon PC. Et le temps où j'ai eu un PC qui peut faire tourner StarCraft, c'était trop tard. Mais je connais la plupart des stratégies. Je pense que la meilleure stratégie de tous les temps pour moi, la plus fun, c'est les 7 Roach Rush. 7 cafards Rush. Tu sors 7 cafards le plus rapide possible et tu rushes l'ennemi. Et en faisant une transition vers genre une stratégie qui dépend de ce que l'ennemi a. Si il ne perd pas, ben t'as déjà une base et t'as déjà des unités pour contrer ce qu'il va sortir.
Tu mets la pression avec les 7 et toi tu développes.
Parce que c'est des cafards, c'est tanky. Au début, bon, les Terrans, les Zergs ou n'importe où n'ont rien du tout pour contrer ça. Donc ils vont faire... voilà. Et bon, c'était le bon vieux temps.
D'accord. T'as joué à des MOBA?
Bien sûr. League, Dota, Bloodline Champions, Smite, Heroes of Newerth. J'ai fait un tout petit peu de tout, mais le MOBA principal que j'ai mis le plus de temps, c'est League of Legends.
D'accord. Ouais, moi aussi, j'y ai pas fait longtemps. T'étais classé aussi ou tu jouais pour fun?
Master, la dernière fois que j'ai quitté.
Ah ouais, putain.
Ouais.
Moi j'étais Diam en solo queue. Diam 4. Et
GG.
j'étais Master. On a raté 2 fois pour Challenger en 3v3. Je faisais beaucoup de 3v3.
Ouais. Je joue pas au 3v3 moi, c'est plutôt 5v5. Mais bien sûr, si tu veux partir loin, il faut jouer que du 5v5, sinon ça va pas, ça va pas le faire. Mais oui, 3v3 c'est marrant. Un truc qui m'a fait quitter League of Legends, c'est le temps que ça prend pour une partie. Genre, j'étais en train de jouer à Overwatch, le classé, un tout petit peu. Et aussi, j'ai joué à League. Et j'ai constaté que un match de League, ça prend 3 ou 4 matchs classés de Overwatch. Et puis, voilà quoi.
Ouais, c'est sûr.
Rester à 60 minutes, 65 minutes dans une partie, voilà quoi. 34 ans, j'ai pas 34 minutes pour un seul match.
Ouais, je comprends.
Enfin, 64
sur
minutes.
ce compte, t'as fait Diam et après t'as redescendu plate, c'est ça?
En fait, c'est ça, le truc c'est que, bon, la saison dernière, j'ai eu beaucoup de problèmes avec mon DNS, ma connexion Internet. Et je me connecte dans un serveur et puis ça me kick parce que le DNS ça marche pas. Et c'est moins 50 et puis un petit ban quoi. J'ai compté, j'ai perdu en total 750 points juste pour les décos. Juste pour les décos. Ah, c'était marrant. Et puis quand tu descends à 2300, 2200, ça devient un tout petit peu difficile de revenir.
Non, moi,
et c'est pas le problème.
Entre 2500 et 3000, je te jure, c'est le plus dur.
On va parler de ça.
J'ai un compte là qui est la saison dernière qui était à 3003 et c'est moins difficile déjà, tu vois.
Parce que j'applique un tout petit peu la stratégie de League of Legends que j'ai employée dans Overwatch. Mais le problème numéro 1, c'est que je mets pas assez de temps sur Overwatch. Parce que pour gagner, pour monter, il faut mettre du temps dans ce jeu. Ça, c'est n'importe qui joue les jeux, avec du classé et tout, le connaît quoi. Si tu veux gagner... Non, je viens de dire je suis algérien et je parle beaucoup plus anglais ces jours-ci, donc j'ai oublié ma langue française. À chaque fois, je me mets en train de parler en anglais sans de me rendre compte.
T'es d'où en Algérie?
Ben, au bon milieu d'Algérie.
D'accord, parce que moi je travaillais pour une compagnie aérienne qui allait beaucoup en Algérie, c'est pour ça. Je connais un peu.
Hein?
Je travaillais pour Aigle-Azur, je sais pas si tu connais.
Bah oui, tout le monde utilise Aigle Azur parce qu'à Algérie c'est de la caca.
J'étais steward chez Aigle-Azur.
Oh, GG.
Moi-même je suis Air France. Ouais.
Mon cousin
J'ai
qui...
rencontré ma meuf sur un vol Béjaïa.
Ah, ça c'est bien. Je disais que mon cousin qui habite à Lyon utilise exclusivement Aigle Azur. Comme je disais, à Algérie, c'est de la caca.
Je sais pas, je connais pas Algérie. Enfin, je connais la compagnie, mais
Après,
je
ça dépend des moments.
Ah non, 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 il faut pas faut pas connaître. Je viens de dire, c'est de la caca. So, Haftark, Amin, Lifestrike, how are you doing? Doing great, thank you for asking.
Bon, on essaie à 3 ou quoi? Ça trouve pas. Hein.
Ok.
Vas-y, moi je peux tendre.
Ok.
Moi je peux soldier. En fait, j'ai plusieurs comptes. Sur ce compte-là,
tu veux OTP?
Mais je voudrais OTP soldier cette saison. En fait, je t'avoue que je regarde beaucoup d'Afran. Tu connais ou pas, joueur?
Ouais, mais t'as un côté. Macri, c'est mieux quand même.
Ouais, et là, et Dafran, mec, tu vas sur sa chaîne YouTube et en fait, depuis 2 semaines, il fait un épisode par jour ou tous les 2 jours. Et en fait, il a acheté un compte vierge, neuf, et il fait Unranked to GM. Et il joue que Soldier. Et son compte, il l'a appelé Soldier et tout, il fait que ça.
Il y a aussi Smurf McCree qui joue très bien.
Et en fait, le gars, genre, ce qui est bien, c'est qu'il explique comment flanquer tout avec Soldier en même temps qu'il joue, tu vois. Et en fait, Soldier, moi je savais pas avant de regarder toutes ces vidéos là, que Soldier, en fait, moi je jouais derrière le shield, tranquille, tu vois.
Ah non, bah non.
Et en fait, depuis que je fais un peu, j'essaie de faire comme lui, bouger pas son aim, tu vois. Mais ça passe crème de ouf, des fois je prends 2-3 pics derrière. Après je me fais tuer, mais je prends 2-3 pics, tu vois.
Ouais.
Derrière, je les tue et ça passe.
Comme Rodog, les gens ils restent derrière
pareil,
et tout, mais
tu
faut
regardes
passer
Arbleu.
par derrière. Hein.
Mais c'est ça, hein. Tu connais Arbleu ou pas? Arbleu, c'est le meilleur Rodog mondial. Enfin, soi-disant, enfin, d'après la communauté. Et pareil, lui, genre, il fait que ça. Il va dans la team adverse. Il va derrière.
Ah ouais, c'est ce qu'il faut faire avec Rodog.
Il fait que ça.
Quand tu restes avec ta team, ça sert à rien.
Bah, tu fais pas la diff, quoi. Puis surtout que souvent, les mecs en face, ils ont des shields. Et ton grab, il passe pas les shields, donc...
Ça, faut toujours laisser passer ou tu passes derrière. Ça reste le mieux.
Là, sur un autre compte, j'ai tenté de One Trick Doom, mais c'est trop dur à jouer Doom. Enfin, c'est trop dur.
Non, moi, les deux que j'y arrive pas, c'est Doomfist et Clinch. Impossible.
En fait, Doomfist, si tu veux, genre, je connais tous les combos et tout, tu vois. Genre, y a pas de. J'ai pas de problème avec ça, tu vois. Le truc, en fait, avec Doomfist, c'est la mentalité, tu sais. Savoir quand tu y vas, savoir quand tu recules.
Ouais, c'est le plus grand problème.
T'as pas envie de reculer. Généralement, t'as pas envie de reculer.
Mais ouais, alors il faut savoir s'arrêter, tu vois, avec Doomfist. Moi, j'arrive pas, tu vois. Quand je commence.
Je disais que c'est le plus grand problème de ce jeu, c'est le savoir, c'est tout. C'est savoir ce qui se passe, savoir comment faire, savoir comment jouer avec la team. C'est pas ton aim ou les mécaniques ou trucs dans le genre. Ça fait, c'est bien d'être bien avec un hitscan ou truc dans le genre. Mais ne pas connaître le jeu, c'est le plus grand problème. Et c'est le truc que les gens ne connaissent pas.
Tu peux. T'as des gens en plate qui ont un putain d'aim et qui restent bloqués en plate parce qu'ils ont pas la vision de jeu.
Voilà. Et voilà.
Et moi je sais que bon, j'ai monté un compte en diamant, tu vois, mais je pense que je suis entre guillemets bloqué entre le diamant et le plate parce que j'ai pas.
Moi je comprends pas. J'ai 3 persos, tu vois, j'ai 3 comptes. Ils sont tous diamants.
Bah oui.
Avant-hier j'en ai fait un. Vierge, comme t'as dit, il est monté master. Genre dès que je finis le classement, il monte master.
Et t'as fait du win?
Ouais.
Ah, c'est pour ça. C'est parce que t'as fait du win. Moi, le compte, j'ai fait, c'est simple, j'ai fait 7 wins, 3 défaites. Le compte, il était jam direct à 3040, un truc comme ça.
Et en fait, tu viens. Yaya, tu viens d'où?
Pourquoi?
Ah, je te montre, c'est tout.
Paris.
Paris? Non, c'est juste que t'as un accent comme moi. Je me disais que t'étais du même pays.
Un accent de Bléda.
Voilà.
Non, je suis algérien aussi.
إيه سيدي قول منظر كرك جزائري باش نعرفوا سيدي سبحان الله.
عرفت.
والله سيدي طيح علي خشين قول لي راك من الجزائر باسكو من صباح انا نقول انا الجزائري ديزولي بور بارلي اون
Non, mais
accent.
j'étais sur YouTube, c'est pour ça que je parlais.
Ah voilà, non désolé. Ah tu vois, le mec il parle français mieux que moi. Je disais que mon français est le pire dans ce pays.
Non, non, mais ça va, hein. C'est juste, t'avais un accent, c'est pour ça que je te demandais. Vu que tu disais
Ah,
Hugo,
non, t'inquiète.
tu vois.
Ouais, t'as pas un accent algérien, toi, t'as un accent anglais un peu.
Non, c'est
Anglais,
juste
vous auriez
que
dit
je parle
italien, tu vois.
plutôt
Vous auriez dit
beaucoup
italien.
anglais ces jours-ci, c'est pour ça. Non, non, je suis algérien, jazairi, عايش في الجزائر.
Ah non, là, là, là. عايش في دبي.
Ah, هيا bien, استعرب بيك. Guy lives in Dubai. Oh yeah. Our accent, you can't escape it. We all have it. Hello.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Y'a personne.
Ouais. Dommage.
Do you want a bandage for that?
Bon, Souza, si je te pique le gold damage et le gold kill, tu arrêtes de TP sur
Ah, c'est possible.
Ouf, Udomeka.
Je suis pourrais couper. Vas-y, moi je cours, je flanque.
Vas-y, flanque, flanque.
Je suis mort. Ils sont derrière, je les ai fait descendre. Normalement ça passe. Ils sont dispatchés de ouf.
You're not getting away.
Oh, mais la vidéo. Bof.
Va falloir peut-être partir sur un Winston,
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
ce que je fais. Mais on n'a plus de shield. Faites gaffe.
Ah, c'est la mauvaise boule. Tu vois, c'est la mauvaise boule là. Tu
Non,
vois.
mais t'étais mort avant que je la lance, c'est pour ça que j'ai changé d'avis.
Je suis silver dommage avec 400 DPS. 500.
Bon, moi je vais essayer de piquer la vidéo.
Mais tu verras, troisième.
Ouais, mais je peux rien faire.
Vas-y, je vais switch.
Yes sir. Hey brother. How are we doing? Welcome.
Venez tous les trois, on passe d'un côté là, parce qu'ils font nimp.
Ouais. Je pars direct sur la
J'ai pris la
Widow.
Widow, c'est bon, j'ai pris la
Vas-y,
Widow.
go,
Ouais, claque.
Ah, sérieux.
Ah, il joue trop déjà.
Moi j'ai pris le Yonji.
Va spunky la Widow, va spunky la Widow.
Through the miracle of science.
Le truc, c'est que les autres trois, ils font du n'importe quoi. Hein. Ils sont pas
Ouais,
avec
c'est
nous,
dommage. Après,
ça se
après
fait
les
pas.
ennemis, ils ont tout claqué. Ils ont tout claqué. Ils ont
Ouais.
tout
Comme
Si
d'habitude,
j'avais
j'essaie de
pas
partir
la
sur la Widow.
Ah, je joue derrière le shield, je peux rien faire.
GG.
Il y a 3 pics.
This will protect us.
Qu'est-ce qu'il a foutu à côté de moi, putain.
My will.
Let them out.
Mais nique ta mère.
Claiming this objective.
Oh,